त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका 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 त्वमेव साक्षात्.
Hello everyone, welcome again to the program 33, I believe. It's all gone so quickly and we've been together now since the beginning of January, which is over 2 months. So it feels like I know so many of you who have joined. And it's very nice to see your names coming up every week. And it gives me the feeling that you're really feeling the benefits of your meditation. So I'd like to welcome you all again and thank you for your dedication to your meditation and your practice. It is truly inspiring to know that people who have perhaps never met one of us in person are still able to connect to Sahaja Yoga and feel the benefits. Tonight we are focusing on the Agya Chakra, which is the chakra at the forehead. We will be using a foot soak today and also a candle. So if you haven't used one, if you haven't organized that yet, you might like to get that now. The power of the Agya Chakra is forgiveness. And it is a very important quality. And it's something that we get to practice really on a daily basis. There are small things we need to forgive, and also large things that perhaps take a little bit longer. I know when I first started in Sahaja Yoga, there was something in my past that I felt that I needed to forgive. But I found it very difficult. Even saying the words I forgive would bring up particular memories that were uncomfortable. But I didn't think I would really ever get there. But eventually one day I realized I had forgiven that particular incident, and it really became my past. It was no more affecting my present. And that feeling of release and joy, I can still feel today. So I think the message in all that is that the Kundalini works it out for us. We can't forgive mentally, but the Kundalini helps to get us to a place where we're able to forgive. It comes from our heart, it comes from our spirit, and all we can really do is desire that quality. And when we do forgive, it really is pure joy. Now, I'm going to bring Abhijit on, who is our presenter for this evening.
Hello, Jenny. Welcome all.
Hello, Abhijit. Very nice to see you. Now, Abhijit, we haven't had you on before. We have had Himani, who is Abhijit's wife, and I think we'll be having Himani on again soon. So, Abhijit, could you please share with us your story on when you came to Sahaja Yoga and how you came to Sahaja Yoga?
Yeah, it's an interesting story. I was doing my engineering, and funnily enough, even though I was trying really hard, I was studying really hard, and still, like, somehow the classes I was failing. So I happened to know about this meditation, and I joined this meditation. And the first thing I noticed a complete silence within, and it really helped me focus. And the next thing I know, like, I was passing with distinction in all my grades, and it was like a complete new discovery for me, because there was nothing before that I experienced where actually you are not doing anything. All you are doing is becoming a witness, and just the act of not doing anything actually transforms you. Yeah, that was my start, I guess.
Yes, and I think that is something, it's a very important adjustment that we make, because we're all very used to doing things, and we believe that the only way we will have any impact is to do something. But then along comes Sahaja Yoga and tells you you are at your most powerful when you witness and you don't do anything. Can you explain to everyone how that works? How is it that not doing anything makes you your most powerful?
Okay, I'm not saying that not doing means you just resign from your jobs, or
No,
students stopped studying at all.
no.
Nothing by that. But what I really mean is, if you look at your day-to-day life, you're always thinking, especially the modern life, you're always thinking, always planning, always trying to be in control of the situation. And you would notice that uh, everything that happens, you're constantly reacting to those things.
Mm,
And what this meditation teaches you is to be a witness. And when you become a witness, you are doing your things, you are doing them very properly, but by not reacting to them, you are much more able to focus, do things much more efficiently, and much in a much better way. Like, just an example is, if you're driving, and generally if someone cuts you off, your whole day will go to waste. You'll be very angry. You come to work and you are just thinking about that person, not able to forgive him. And whereas if there was nothing in your control, like, that thing was done. And what's in control now is that, how you react to that situation.
mm.
If you are able to forgive that person and just move on from that point, you will have a much better day at work. You're be able to get your things done. And the same happens, day after day in different situations.
Yeah. In many of her speeches, Shrimataji talks about forgiveness, and she calls it the greatest power we have, or one of the greatest powers we have. how do you feel that forgiveness is a power? Because sometimes people see forgiveness as a weakness, that if they forgive someone, it means that they are excusing them for their behavior, and they're saying that it's okay for how is forgiveness a strength or a power?
Right. So when you say forgiveness, Shrimati, doesn't mean that you should be very docile or
Mm,
subservient to someone. So if something wrong has happened, you have to stand up for yourself and let
mm,
the person know that this is wrong. But at the same time, you have to forgive, because if you don't forgive someone, uh, there's no problem with the other person. The other person, like, would just walk off, and but you are carrying this burden on your head, and not able to forgive is actually harming yourself.
yeah.
So basically, you are releasing that burden from your shoulders by forgiving that person. Uh, yeah, that's what really I think about it.
Yeah. And I've heard in another of Sri Mataji's talks that she says that when we forgive, we're releasing the outcome of the event to the divine. If we don't forgive, we act like a barrier to what the divine outcome should be. So releasing it and surrendering it lets the whole thing flow through as it should.
Yeah, precisely, because you feel this Param Chaitanya on the tip of your fingers,
Yeah.
and if you are trying to handle things on your own, you're not letting this Param Chaitanya work it out. But when you forgive and surrender the situation to this all-pervading power around you, and it will work out, and things work out in such a way that you are really surprised. Like, many times you feel like miracles are happening all around you.
Exactly. Thank you, Abhijit. I will hand the program over to you now and see you again at the end.
Thank you, Jenny. So we will start with what is Agnya Chakra. So if um, our technical person can show the subtle chart, I can start talking about the Agnya Chakra. And like, many times you feel like miracles all around you.
Exactly. Thank you, Abhijit. I will hand the program over to you now and see you again at the end.
Thank you, Jenny. So we will start with what is Agnya Chakra. So if um, our technical person can show the subtle chart, I can start talking about the Agnya Chakra. And
Sorry,
like,
I'm spelling
many
my
times you feel like miracles all around you.
Exactly. Thank you, Abhijit. I will hand the program over to you now and see you again at the end.
Thank you, Jenny. So we will
Okay, maybe
start with
just
what is
talk
Agnya
and I will
Chakra. So
explain the
if
problem.
um, thank you. Sorry for the glitch. So I was talking about Agnya Chakra. So if you think about it, so there is a autonomous nervous system along the spinal cord, and there are seven energy centers that lie from the base of the spinal cord all the way to the top of the head. Now, Agnya Chakra lies here in the center of the brain, and we have two different sides, the left channel and the right channel. So the right channel will pass from the second energy center on the right side, and it will cross here, and then come here and all the way to the top. And then the left channel will start from the base of the spinal cord, the first energy center. It will come all the way here, cross again here at the Hansa chakra, and then it will come here and come at the top. So when we say the left channel and the right channel, so the left channel is about our emotions, about our past, uh, and our right channel is about our action, about the future. So as we were discussing with Jenny in the start, so we go through our day-to-day life and we face again here at the Hansa Chakra, and then it will come here and come at the yeah, thank you. So as it crosses here, uh, when we are about 6 months old, our top of the head starts calcifying. So this pent up energy that comes here, that this thought process, these reactions, they can't escape through the top of our head, and these balloons or the institutions get formed of ego and superego. So the right channel will come here, and it will form our ego here on the left side at the top. Whereas our left side, it will come and it will form superego on the right side. What happens is, because these reactions or these things can't escape through the top of the head, they start increasing here in size in a subtle way. You can't see them obviously, but this, you will feel like this pressure building in your head. uh, for example, when you can't forgive someone but that reaction builds up here, you get a headache. uh, and also the opening here is very narrow. uh, the center channel is where our kundalini will rise, and the here the opening is very narrow. So these institutions, like, they press on both sides, and our kundalini or the motherly energy cannot come through the top of the head. Shumataji has explained in Sahaja Yoga different techniques how we can handle these reactions that happen here, and in a very simple and a spontaneous manner, our kundalini will rise, and it will overcome this, suck in this ego and superego, and the very narrow channel will open, and the energy will pass through this Agnya Chakra, and finally it will come through the top of the head and it will come up. So uh, what we're gonna do today is we will do a simple foot soak. After this foot soak, towards the end, we will try to clear our Agnya Chakra by looking through a candle. And then at the end, we will listen to a talk of Shrimataji, and she very beautifully explains how this Agni Chakra works, how it helps us overcome our ego and superego, and it eventually leads to the kingdom of heaven. And then towards the end, we will have a simple meditation. Uh, so yeah, thank you everyone. Let's start with the foot soak. So what we are gonna do at the start is raise our energy. So it is a process of taking bandhans. We keep our left hand in front of us, and the right hand goes inside out 7 times. So let's all of us do this together. So let's take the first bandhan. We'll slowly and purposefully take this bandhan, move this 7 times for the 7 energy centers, and tie a knot at the top. Again, we'll start. We'll tie 2 knots at the top, and then third time we'll do this. Pay attention to how the energy is rising within you, and when you feel it at the top, tie it in 3 knots. Then, keeping your left hand open on your lap, we will take a bandhan. So with the right hand, we'll move 7 times. Okay. If you are wearing any glasses, I would request to take them off. Please sit comfortably. Get your foot soak ready. And we will first take the affirmation of the ocean element. So in our heart, what we're gonna say is, "Oh Divine, please awaken the ocean element in this foods of water so that it takes away or it sucks away all the problems of my subtle system." And you can give it abundance 7 times to the water. So just move your hand above the water 7 times while you're having this prayer in your heart. Okay, so we will start with our foot soak. So let's put both our feet in the water. We'll start with our left hand on our lap, and we will keep our right hand, let it drop towards the earth or the floor. If you are sitting on the floor and don't have a foot soak, you can simply keep your left hand on your lap and right hand towards the floor. Now we're gonna say this affirmation. So take a deep breath in. Try to hold your breath and then slowly let it go. Again, take a deep breath in. Hold your breath and slowly let it go. Now, please put your attention on your left side and say, Mother, please take away all the problems of my left side into the earth. Mother, please take away all the lethargy, all the problems of my past, all my emotional problems into the earth. Now we'll put our right hand on our lap, left hand up goes up in the air. And here we are going to say, Mother, please take away all the excessive heat, all the negative thoughts of my right side into the ether. Mother, please take away all the overactivity of my right side into the ether. Please calm down my right side. Now please put your left hand on your lap and let's put our attention at the very base of our spinal cord where our first energy center is. And here we will say this affirmation, Mother, please give us purity, please give me chastity, please give me spontaneity, please make me innocent like a child. With your right hand, you can give your bandhan, so you can move your hand in front of your first energy center in a clockwise direction. And please say, Mother, please clear my first energy center. Now let's move our right hand and we put it here on the left side of your belt. And here we are going to ask, Mother, please give me pure knowledge. So we can say this affirmation 6 times in our heart. Mother, please give me pure knowledge. You can give it abundance as well. When you're saying this prayer, Mother, please give me pure knowledge. So repeat this 6 times in your heart. Mother, please give me pure knowledge. Now, please put our left hand on the right side of where our basically your liver is. So the area above your right belt, right side of your belt area. So here, please say this affirmation, Mother. Please come in my liver and please take away all the excessive heat. Mother, please give me pure attention. Now let's bring our left hand on our lap and we're gonna put our right hand below the rib cage on the left side. Here we're gonna say 10 times, Mother, I am my own master. Mother, I am my own guru. Please say this with full confidence. Mother, I am my own guru. Mother, I am my own master. Now please put your right hand on the left side of your heart. Here we will take this affirmation 12 times. Mother, I am a pure spirit. Mother, I am a pure spirit. Can even give the bandhan on the left side of your heart. Mother, I am a pure spirit. Now please put your right hand on the center of your heart and we're gonna gently tap it here on the center of the heart and we're gonna say this sound called Om, and here we're just gonna pray, Mother, please take away all the fears from my heart. Please give me a complete sense of security. Can do this 10 times, this tapping. Breathe in, take a deep, long breath in. Hold as long as you can, and then slowly let it go. Here we're gonna say, Mother, please come in my heart. Please open my heart and please fill my heart with pure love. Please take away all the hatred and replace it with love for everyone. Now we're gonna put our right hand on the left side of our neck and move our head towards right. Here we're gonna say 16 times, Mother, I am not guilty of anything. Mother, I am not guilty of anything. Now we're gonna use the candle to clear our Agnya Chakra. So if you have your candle ready, then maybe light it up. Now what we are gonna do is look through this candle. So if you have photograph of Shri Mataji, then please look through the candle at the photograph. And if okay, if you can mute yourself and just share photograph of Shri Mataji, and people who don't have this photograph can look through the candle at the screen. Now what we are gonna do is look through this candle. So if you have photograph of Shri Mataji, when you are looking through the candle, look at the red dot on Shri Mataji's photograph and keep looking through it. So you will eventually feel that your head is becoming a little lighter, like if there are any tensions in your head, they will slowly melt away. And please have this affirmation in your heart, Mother, please take away all the problems of my Agnya Chakra into the light element. Please let the light element in this candle burn away all the problems of my Agnya Chakra. For those who know it, can recite the Lord's Prayer with me. Our Holy Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. May thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespassed against us. Lead us not into temptations, deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Please keep looking through the candle. Keep breathing slowly and gently. You can say these sounds hum and shum. So when you breathe in, say hum, and breathe out, say shum. Hum, shum, hum, shum, hum, shum, hum, shum. Okay, we can blow the candle away. Let's put our attention on the top of the head. We press down our hand, and here we will say, Mother, please establish my self-realization. Please take away all the problems of my Sahasrara chakra and let me feel this bliss of Kundalini rising through my Sahasrara. Please take me into thoughtless meditation. Finally, please put your hand a few inches above the head and see if you feel cool or hot breeze coming through the head. If you are feeling this, then please fix your attention at the top of the head. Now slowly bring down a hand and we'll end our foot soak now. So let's wash our feet with the water. We were having some technical difficulties, so I will play the talk of Mataji shortly on my computer.
On the right.
ये नहीं चल रहा। Today we are going to understand the center of Agya Chakra, which is placed on the crossing of the optic chiasma. The nerves that supply the eyes go backwards in the opposite direction, and wherever they cross, this subtle center is situated. It has a continuous connection with the other center through the medulla oblongata. This center has got two petals, and this subtle center on one side acts through the eyes, and at the back of the head where you have some protrusion. This is the physical side of this center is. Now the people who talk of the third eye, this is the third eye. So that we have two eyes with which we see, and there's a third eye which is a subtler eye through which we can see. If you see this eye, that means you are away from it. For example, if you can see your eyes, that means you are seeing your reflection, not the reality. If you see anything, that means you are looking at it. So those people who say they see an eye, for example, people who take LSD and all of such things, they start seeing another eye. They just see this eye and they think their third eye has opened. Actually, you are very much away from the eye. That's why you can see it. You go to a supraconscious level on the right side, and on the left side to the subconscious level, you can see the eye. But in Sahaja Yoga, you have to see through that eye. Like a window, you can look at the window, but if you see through the window, you can't look at the window. So this illusion that people have that we can see third eye, and that's why whoever Kundalini is awakened, they are sadly mistaken. This is a very narrow passage through which attention cannot pass normally. It's an impossible thing. It's a very narrow passage where the ego and superego fit onto each other and cross each other just like this. And there is no gap in between for the Kundalini to pass. This superego and ego go downward and come to the Vishuddhi Chakra and circle round it and go in the same direction. So you find that they come up to this place, they start from this place, go up to the Agya Chakra, and then they cross over. But here they are in the same direction as they were. Here they cross over. So when you have a problem on the left hand side, you get the effects of that on the right hand side. But the right hand starts from here up to this side, and the left hand starts, say, from here to here. But the left hand actually acts on the right hand side. So, if you have any problem on the left hand side, have you got anything to give me? No, I think they must be having somebody might be having something, so talking too much. No, he has got something here. I've been talking. क्या है? स्टेप्सिल में नहीं लेती? स्टेप्सिल है?
ये मतलब ये
विक्स, हाँ विक्स का. विक्स और. That's it. One will do. That's all. What is it? Huh? हाँ, that's all. अरे one will do. आप सब किधर हैं?
आयुर्वेदिक
ये क्या है? एक छोटा सा दीजिएगा बस. बस. Thank you. That's all. That's more than because I have been using my throat bit too much, and today it was rather cold there, very cold. So this third eye is to be penetrated through, or we have to enter into the third eye through Kundalini Avidya. But it is such a closed passage. It is the door to the limbic area, which is the kingdom of God. That anybody who tries to push their attention through this closed door either goes to the left or to the right. And this is the beginning of the trouble of the people when they don't understand that whatever is unknown is not God, is not divine. So, when they move on the right side, they go to the supraconscious area. And they start seeing hallucinations. Actually, these are not hallucinations, but actual things, because they exist on the right-hand side. So they start seeing things of the right-hand side. They may see colors and the formation of colors. And they may see also people who are dead, who have been very egoistical. They can see Gandharvas and Kinnaras because they go to the Gandharva lok, to the right side, and start seeing those things in the unknown awareness of supraconsciousness. But that movement is very dangerous. Because if anybody catches you there, then you get an added personality sitting on your head. And you get possessed by ego. And you become on your own and you actually become malignant. Hitler is one of the examples of that. He learned this from the Tibetan lamas, how to go to the supraconscious. And when he learned it from them, he used it and made many people supraconscious ego-rid. You must have heard about the lama system, which was another big problem, was to, they knew who is going, the future part, who is going to be the next lama, where you will find him, where you will get him. All the future things they knew, and people thought this was divine. To know future is not divine. It's an area which we should never go to because it's an imbalance. We are human beings and we have to know the present and not the future. Once you go through the present stage, then you reach a height from where you can see the past, the present, and the future. Supposing on the Mother Earth, if you have a means of going higher and hang yourself there, then you can see whatever has passed through, and you can also see what is going to come, and wherever you are in the present. In the same way, when a person ascends, in reality, in the present, he goes at this point in the super consciousness, from where he sees his supraconscious right side, and also he can see his subconscious, but he has no interest. He wants to rise in the present. And this is what actually the Kundalini awakening is. So all those people who say that Kundalini in the awakening, people who said that we are raising your Kundalini by this method or that method, wreck the life of the sadhakas. Ultimately, they are left high and dry without achieving anything. Nobody knows what to achieve and what to receive. So they are misled. But logically, one must understand that at least your health should be all right. Mentally, you should be better off. Your temperament has to improve minimum of minimum. But if you are losing all your money to the guru, you are losing all your health for these nonsensical experiences, and you have no control over yourself, then you must know that this is not in any way the reality. Reality is where you are in control. If you are in the control of something else, then you are a lost case. For example, some people start jumping and they say, Mother, I start jumping automatically. That's a serious affair. That means you have no control over yourself. You are just jumping because somebody is making you jump. You are not jumping. That means your own chetana, your own attention, your own awareness is under the control of somebody else. You cannot control yourself. So all these experiences in which people think they are flying in the air or they are having a, I don't know what they call in English language, extraterrestrial movement, and people are going in the air and seeing things. All these are very dangerous things. Such a person may ultimately become a lunatic. Absolutely. Because he loses complete control over himself. These are called as parapsychological experiments in America. Give it a big name, parapsychology. Of course, it is para because it is beyond the psyche of a person, but it's very dangerous. You are not supposed to get into these muddles where the spirits capture you and you start behaving in a manner that you can't explain. Once, about I think 5-6 years back, or maybe more, no, about 12 years back, a group of Americans came to see me. And they told me that you must teach us how to fly in the air. I said, why aren't you flying? They said, no, we want to have that space travel. I said, why? Because Americans are doing experiments parapsychology. And we want to do the same. I said, they'll all get possessed and they will finish off. I do want to do the same thing as our Russians are doing. If they come to me, I'll tell them the same thing. So they said, no, we must learn. I said, if I tell you that you become slaves of those spirits and then you cannot do anything of your own and you start shaking your body all the time, despite that they said, yes, we must do it. And when they told me that because Americans are, Russians are doing it, we want to do it, I said, who sent you here? So they told me a name of a gentleman who is a journalist in Bombay. I said, this fellow used to suffer from this trouble. He used to leave his body, go into another world, see this and see that, who suffered so much and he was losing complete control over himself. And I cured him. So, does he think I can put back the disease in him? I cured him of this disease. And why do you want to get into this disease? But they were quite sure that they wanted it. And I discovered later on they are having this parapsychology business in America, which is an extremely dangerous thing. So this is the movement, not crossing the Agya, but moving, floating on the left or the right, whether you go to the subconscious or to the supraconscious. Effects may be different, but it's the same thing to Sahaja. The people who go to the subconscious area may start seeing me also in different forms. Like the people who take LSD, they can't see me, they just see lights coming out. And those who go to the to the subconscious area, they start seeing forms and things in such a manner that they think they have reached heavens, but they are seeing the past of evolution, past of everything. So this supraconscious business is very dangerous, no doubt, but also the subconscious is very dangerous because all incurable diseases like cancer, mellitus, and all that come from the movement of the attention to the left side. So one should be very careful before going to any one of these tantrikas or to these people who are trying to control you or trying to tell you something about the future or the past. There is no need to know about the future or the past. What is the need? How does it help? Actually, Agya
We were listening to talk of Shamataji where she was explaining about Agnya Chakra and the different movements which can harm the Agnya Chakra. We're gonna have meditation on the Agnya Chakra now. When we are putting attention, we should put our attention on the top of the head. So let's keep both our hands open. So let's keep both our hands open on our lap and keep our eyes closed. We are going to put our attention on the top of the head here. And we're going to have this prayer in our heart. Mother, please clear my Agnya Chakra. We'll take a deep breath in, hold our breath and let it go. We will ask a prayer here. Mother, please take away all the thoughts from my mind. Please take away all the reactions. Please take me into present. Mother, please establish my attention in the present. Please take away all this sheen of superficiality and please establish me in reality. Let's put both our hands on the left and right side of our head. We will pull our hands up and we'll say hum and bring down our hands and we'll say sham. Hum, sham, hum, sham, hum, sham, Please say this affirmation in your heart. Mother, I forgive everyone. I forgive myself. I forgive all my thoughts. I forgive everyone. Mother, I forgive myself. I forgive all my thoughts. And I forgive everyone. Putting your hand on the back of your head, please press it very strongly. Put your hand on the back and press it strongly. And here, lean back on your hand. And here, please say, looking towards the ceiling, O Divine, if I have done anything wrong against you, please forgive me. O Divine, if I have done anything wrong against you, please forgive me. We will sit straight and putting your attention at the top of the head. Let's keep our eyes closed and we will meditate in silence. And we will finally ask this prayer, Mother, please take me into state of thoughtless meditation. Mother, please make me thoughtless. Thank you guys for joining us today for this beautiful meditation. And I really had a very good experience with everyone here. We're gonna end this meditation by taking bandhans. So let's put our left hand up in front and we'll take our right hand inside out. We'll take the bandhan first. Tie 2 knots and then last time 3 knots. Finally, we'll keep both our hands open on our lap like this. And from our heart, let's thank Shri Mataji for giving this wonderful meditation experience today. Let's say in our hearts, thank you, Mother, for everything. Okay, I'll hand it over to Jenny. Hello, Jenny.
Thank you, Abhijit, for that beautiful silent meditation. Those words, I forgive, they are very powerful words to use during your meditation. You can, if you find that you're having a lot of thoughts in your meditation, you can place your right hand across your forehead and just repeat those words. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. And you can even ask for forgiveness for your thoughts. I forgive these thoughts. You can just see what that does for that silence within you, to allow you to connect to that silence. Abhijit, that talk that you played of Sri Mataji's, it was a very deep talk, and it had some very important, lots and lots of very important information. One of the things that Sri Mataji mentioned was about false practices, practices that take us away from our spirit. So even though they are spiritual practices or so-called spiritual practices, it doesn't mean that they are good for us. And she mentioned specifically about people who try to look into the future. She mentioned lamas in particular, or anyone who tries to look into your future or to connect you to people in your past, that is a very dangerous thing. So Abhijit, how can we tell if a spiritual practice is good for us or is not good for us?
At the beginning of the talk, Shrimataji said that if you are outside, then you will see things look inside. So basically, you are leaving yourself, and that's not reality. Yeah. And you are basically not in control of yourself. So anything where you lose the control over the reality is bad for you. Another thing is all these false practices, they are looking at your purse. They are trying to make money out of you. So anywhere you see that these people, there is no benefit coming out of it. There is your health is not improving, your mental state is not improving, but you are instead getting into loss. You're losing money. You're losing the peace of mind. Basically, you know that you are in a very wrong place.
Yes. Thank you, Abhijit. Very wise words. As we develop in our ability to feel vibrations, we can feel the vibrations of different spiritual practices, but before that's developed within us, and when we're new to our practice, this may not have yet developed, the things that Abhijit brought up are certainly indicators that something may not be a good spiritual practice. Now, before we stop the program and go to some music, if anyone has any questions, can you please type them into the chat now, or you can raise your virtual hand. We'll just take a minute to see if anyone has any questions. No, it doesn't look like there are. So thank you again, and thank you, Abhijit. You did an amazing job of being the presenter and the tech support in one person. So thank you for that. And thank you once again, everyone, for joining us. Please stay and enjoy some music to continue your meditation. Thank you again.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.